Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with CHIME. My name is Spencer Stabler. I'm a specialist of membership and professional development.
My name is Rebecca Skolton. I handle business development for CHIME Technologies, AHIS, AHIT, and AHIA.
And good morning, I'm Keith Bradenberg, Executive Vice President and COO at CHIME.
So everybody, as 2018 is drawing to a close, we want to start planning for your professional development for 2019. Upcoming opportunity will be the CHIME HIMSS CIO Forum. There you'll have the ability to sit for the CHCIO exam as well as the CFCHE exam. And there will also be ability to earn CEUs just for attending the event. We'll also have some booth sessions that'll have some interactive and fun activities going on as well as some educational ones. And we'll send you some more info on that to come. And it's also going to be earlier this year. It's going to be taking place February 10th through the 11th, 2019.
Excellent, Spencer. Can you highlight the location this year?
It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Orlando, Florida.
That's the draw, Orlando
Yes,
in February.
yes,
Yeah.
Exactly. It's going to be nice and warm.
Especially when we're looking out dreary Michigan windows right now.
Oh yes, it is very dreary right now.
Cold and cloudy, yeah.
And then following that, if you'd like to continue your professional development with CHIME in Maryland in the spring of 2019, we're hosting some leadership academies in partnership with the Maryland HIMSS chapter. So this will be the CHIME Maryland HIMSS Leadership Academy event over March 6th and 7th. Location close to the airport in Maryland, easy to fly in and out. So there will be 3 tracks offered. On the first day, we'll be offering a CMI CHIO Leadership Academy focused if you're in a CMIO, CNIO, or hoping to achieve one of those roles in the future. This will be Leadership Academy information focused on that role for you. And then the following day, we will be offering a CHIME Leadership Academy track and also a cybersecurity track. So if you're a CHIME member, an AHIS member, AHIT, or AHIA, please join us, or please invite members of your team. You can register through the Maryland HIMSS chapter site, and we can certainly share some information for registration. You'll find it in the upcoming events and the forums and workshop page on the subsequent websites for each of our associations and CHIME. A little bit more information will be available. If you're a CHIME member, you're eligible to receive 7 continuing education credits for each track you attend, but membership is not required. So again, if you'd like to bring somebody in your team who is in your succession plan to move into one of these roles, please invite them. And Keith, can you maybe highlight some of the information we share during the Leadership Academy?
Well, the Leadership Academy, this is kind of a great segue into what I want to share about the Healthcare CIO Boot Camp. It's sort of a boot camp light, if you will. The Leadership Academies tend to focus on some of the same leadership principles and concepts that we teach at our bigger, more intensive Healthcare CIO Boot Camp, but we stay at a slightly higher level. Now, the Leadership Academy sometimes are also very topical. So sometimes the Leadership Academy would be focused on a specific topic like cybersecurity or change leadership or something along those lines. But it's sort of a boot camp light. It's a boot camp on the road, if you will. It's a little less resource intensive and a little easier for us to be able to extend that boot camp type experience to other stakeholders around the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, if you're in Maryland or the surrounding area, be sure to check out the upcoming events on the CHIME site for registration information.
Great,
So
thanks.
Keith, what else is coming in 2019?
So this is one of my favorites. It's the Healthcare CIO Boot Camp. The first of 2 offerings will take place in April. It's the 13th through the 16th in Chicago. We've been offering what we call the Spring Boot Camp in Chicago now for 15 years. And we host the program at the University of Chicago Graduate School of Business, what's called the Gleacher Center. And it's a tremendous learning environment. It's a wonderful tiered lecture hall, very intimate setting, and creates just a great learning environment. A little bit different from our fall, which takes place at our fall forum. A little different learning experience, but also very much focused on the same core principles, which is our CIO success factor model. I'm often asked the question. I've been with CHIME a long time. I've actually been to every single boot camp, 30 of them now. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm hoping to pass the final exam after the next one. But I'm often asked, why should somebody go to the boot camp? Well, first of all, who is the boot camp available to? Well, the boot camp is available to CHIME members, members of AHIS, AHIT, or AHIA, and their direct reports. It's broadly available to our members and those who are part of their team, other senior health IT leaders. Somebody might ask me, well, I've been CIO for 15 or 20 years. I don't think the boot camp's applicable to me. Actually, there are a lot of elements within the boot camp that are applicable to anybody, whether you're late in your career and you've got 20 years experience, or you're new to the role or maybe new to the industry. think there's always something to learn. More importantly, the boot camp is always fresh. It's always changing. Every program is founded on what we call our CIO success factor model. This is a time-tested, proven model that's continually validated year after year. But the content is continually changing. Stay up with the pace of change. Stay up with the topics and challenges that our members and their teams are facing every day. So there's always something to learn. More importantly, there's always somebody to meet. I always
Great networking opportunity.
Yes, thank
Great
you,
networking
Spencer.
opportunity.
I always start kicking off the program by saying if there's one thing that we can impart on somebody who attends that program, it's relationships that they develop over the course of those 3.5 days. If they forget everything else that we teach in the program, if you can develop a handful of really strong relationships in that program, those relationships will sustain you well beyond that program and throughout your career. So the value prop, I mean, I could sell you all day long on that. But what I like to say is, you know what? Don't ask me, because I think the program is tremendous, and we've had 2,000 plus now alumni go through that. And this is sort of the next generation of leaders that, you know, CHIME as an organization had the vision to develop so many years ago. But I would say don't ask me, because it's easy for me to pitch the boot camp. Talk to a faculty member. All of our faculty members are CIOs in the industry. I mean, these are some of the brightest minds we have who are trying to transform care. Talk to a colleague. Talk to a peer. If there's somebody in your organization who's gone, sit down with them and ask them about their experience. And that's what I say. If you're asking about the value prop, I'm happy to talk to anybody about it and share anything I can that could be helpful. But talk to somebody else who's actually been to the program, or talk to a faculty member. I think we talked about who can attend the program as well. Let's talk a little bit about CHCIO, because this is often a question as well. What is the connection between the boot camp and the CHCIO program?
And what is CHCIO?
The Certified Healthcare CIO accreditation program. A number of our members are interested in that accreditation and earning that credential. It's very valued in the industry. At the end of every boot camp that we offer, including this one upcoming in the spring and April, we offer an opportunity to sit for the examination, which is a great opportunity because a number of our attendees at the boot camp want to take a shot at that exam. Mm-hmm. And so people often ask, well, what is the connection? Is the boot camp a primer for, or a training program for CHCIO? And the question that I have to state publicly, or the response I have to give publicly, is no, it is not a prep course for CHCIO. But what I will say is, if you're thinking about starting on the progression into the CHCIO program, or you're thinking about taking the exam, think really seriously about attending the boot camp and then taking the exam afterwards. And the reason I say that is not because it's a prep course, because the principles and the context and the exercises and the relationships and the time we spend in that boot camp will just really help prepare you mentally to tackle that exam. Mm-hmm. So it's a great opportunity if you're thinking about taking the exam. Give real consideration to the boot camp. If you've got questions, feel free to reach out, call the CHIME office, talk to us about it.
We'd love to answer any questions that you have.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you go to the boot camp, you can knock out all of your CEUs that are required to attain your CHCIO credential. So go to boot camp, you get 32 CEUs, take that exam, pass it, you're good to go.
And really kickstart your career
Absolutely.
in one weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've heard from attendees that it's just not just within their career, but within their life. It's transformational.
Well, yes, I could go on and on about that, but again, don't ask me. It's too easy for me to respond to that, but talk to others who have gone. Yes, for some, we've absolutely heard that it's been both career-changing and in some instances, actually many instances, life-changing, which is really, it's great for us to hear that when we can have that kind of impact on our members and their teams. The other thing I'd like to add about the boot camp is it is an investment to participate in that program. It's an investment in time. It's 3.5 days out of the office, which is in the ever accelerating pace of change that is healthcare and healthcare IT. It's very difficult to get away. Mm-hmm. It's an investment in yourself, and it's an organizational investment. It is not an inexpensive program. But the good news is that through the generosity of the CHIME Education Foundation, we offer scholarships, including full scholarships and tuition assistance. We actually still have scholarship opportunities available for the upcoming CIO bootcamp. I want to encourage those of you who are thinking about it, whether you have organizational support or don't, apply for a scholarship. There's no risk in applying, and you might actually receive a scholarship or even some tuition assistance that can really help with that investment. The deadline for scholarships is fast approaching. I believe it's December 3rd.
December 3rd.
Yes. So if you've got a question or interest in scholarships, reach out, go to the website, and fill out an application. You just, again, you never know it, and you may be able to earn a scholarship or at least partial tuition.
All right, I think that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you for joining us on Coffee with Chime. Once again, my name is Spencer.
I'm Rebecca.
And this is Keith. Have a great weekend, all.
Thank you, everybody.